Okay, our first question in probability is that the probability that a student weighed less than 40 kilograms. So the probability that a student weighed less than 40 kilograms. I've done it here. The process is the same, nothing much changes. We start with the 40, go vertically up until we meet the curve, go horizontally across, and I notice it's right in between. Right in between the 40 and the 60, giving me a 50. So if that is a 50, the probability that a student chosen at random weighed less than 40 kilograms, I got 50. If it is less than, we use the same value from the curve or the graph. 50 is not your answer. Remember, you must place it as a fraction and you write over the total. Students, nothing is placed right here. Notice in the assignment some of you are writing people. And student, in this case we don't write student, it's only the fraction that's it. Reduce if you can reduce. This reduces 5 into 20 gives me 1 over 4. So the probability is 1/4. That is my first answer. Okay, the next question is the probability that a student weighed more than 54 kilograms. More than 54 kilograms. We need to find the number 54 in our graph. If you notice, I have it here, 54. So I go vertically up until I meet the curve, go horizontally across, and you notice this is the number. So this is 100, 102, 104, 106. So if it is 106 at 54, remember that the question says more than. If it says more than, we cannot use the same 106, we need to subtract. So it is 200 minus the 106, which gives me 94. 94 must be placed over the total frequency, which in this case is 200, and reducing 94 over 200 gives me 47 over 100. Lindy, make sure that you're writing your notes or else you'll not go for your break. I will check your notebook. Question, more than 45 kilograms. We come and we find the number 45 as I have done here. 45, go vertically up until you meet the curve. As soon as you meet the curve, you go horizontally across. Go horizontally across, and this is what we're getting here. So if you're paying attention to this very carefully, 62, 64, 66, 68. So at the number 45, I am getting 68. The question again says more than. Students, 68 is not your answer. So you take the 200, subtract the 68, and we get 200 minus the 68 gives me 132. Probability, we must put over 200. Placing it over the 200 reduces to 33 over 50. So those are the answers for my questions. One of the things that you will be noticing for these questions is that your answers for these will not be perfect with mine, and that's why I need to see your cumulative frequency curve. Even though they are not perfectly correct or exactly the same thing that I will get, when your answers are close to what they're supposed to be, you will get the full marks. Cumulative frequency curve, students, is not always perfect, and that's why we get different answers, but the answers are not far. If the correct answer is supposed to be 84, when you write 86 or 82, you're given the marks. You are given correct. The same thing goes for all the questions. Probability, please don't ever just write the final answer. Write your steps, write your work, because right here you could have gotten 51 over 200 instead of 50, or you could have received 52 out of 200, and the fraction would not be the same. That's why I need to see these fractions here to make sure that they are very close. And once I see this, that they are close, even though your fractions are different, your answers are still correct. So that's the end of the video, students. All the questions have been answered. When you do this, nothing will be done in the computer. I must see pictures of your work, pictures of your graph, and when you send in your graph, I need to see your name is placed on the graph. So make sure that your name is placed on your paper and it's also placed on your graph. So make sure that you write your name on your paper and make sure that you write your name on your graph. So once you write your name on your graph and in your paper, that's how I know that it is yours. We write a title for all of these things here, and the title is Cumulative Frequency Curve. And that's our title. Eligibly, you write your title, and that is it. Frequency curve. Okay, let me show you around my house. Around my house. This right here is my pencil. This is my pen. This is my ruler. Those are my papers. That's my house. Enjoy your day.